Are you gonna run his license plate through David, ma'am? What is your name and badge number, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name and badge number? I'm not a public servant, ma'am. Is that not part of your policy, ma'am? Okay. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, no problem. All right. So, yeah. All right.
Well, Mr. Kunik, I realized you wanted to see us today.
Yeah. Grab a chair.
Oh, sure.
You don't have to stand.
Yeah, I got a bum leg. I prefer to stand.
Oh, go ahead and stand then. Oh, God. I thought maybe you didn't want to sit.
Nah, that's all right.
Well, then stand.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yesterday we talked, and by the way, you got this running?
Mm-hmm.
Good. You don't edit this, do you?
I edit some content out, but usually the entire meeting, I will put on there. Like content as in like this has been running since I was coming up the elevator and stuff like that. I don't include that in the video.
Oh, okay. But you don't edit our conversation?
No.
All right, good. I didn't know if you do or not.
No, that would not be the right thing to do.
Well, I don't know what you guys do.
In fact, I'm kind of happy that I was not, gonna stop recording until I came in here because I was recording and on my way up here, and we just got here and there was a woman. She slammed the door on us and told us we had no right to be here. And what did she?
She's gonna lock the door. Said you got to use the back. We've got this lock. I don't understand why. Just
yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm going to tell you.
Sure. Okay.
All right. Okay. So yesterday we talked,
mm-hmm.
and what did I ask you? I said, "Were you rude to people?" And your response was, "No. You talk to them just like we're talking right now." Remember that conversation?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. How many times have we talked now? We talked maybe 2-3 times? I can't remember.
I think this is the third or fourth.
Okay, third or fourth time. And it's been very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very congenial, but very professional, and that's how we operate here. I have no problems with you coming in and doing that. When you asked me, we could tape this at the very beginning,
mm-hmm.
I said, sure, why not? There's nothing wrong with that. From me to you. Well, that's not what happened yesterday. Now, I'm going to do the talking. And I want you to listen. Because I'm not happy right now. Because what I learned after we talked is a totally different story. And it includes the both of you.
What was it you learned?
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Because I am not a happy camper right now. We had a trust going here.
Mm-hmm.
That you would ask professionally when you come in here. And you were with me. I agree with that. You were. And I have no problems with that. I accommodated. Anytime you wanted to come in and see me, we set it up. But here's what happened yesterday. And I learned this after the fact. When you came up here early,
mm-hmm.
there was that meeting going on in there. You barged in there with your cameras going. You didn't ask anybody if you could tape them. You didn't ask. You just kept taping. Okay?
Okay.
When they asked you who you were,
mm-hmm.
you didn't respond. Is that professional? Yesterday you said in our interview that you were stopped by a police officer,
mm-hmm.
I assume Punta Gorda, I don't know, and you said they wouldn't give your name. Well, if you were stopped by a police officer in Punta Gorda, you know who their name is. Their name is on the car. There's no excuse for not knowing who they are. How many police departments put their name on their car? Other than Punta Gorda? None. Or if there are, I haven't seen any. That's how far we go with this. So yesterday, you go barging into the room when they're finishing up a meeting. You didn't have the professional courtesy to tell them who you were. You didn't have the courtesy to ask them if you could tape what they were doing. That's a no-no. You at least could have had the courtesy to ask them, but you didn't do that. Then, when you say you wanted to see those records, remember you said that?
Mm-hmm.
One of them was going to go get you a public records form so you could fill it out and see the records. What did you do? You followed right behind her, almost breathing down her neck, when all she was doing was going to get a public records to accommodate your request. Not professional. And frankly, you scared them. Not professional. That is not how we operate in City Hall. We have an open City Hall here. We accommodate our visitors. That is not how you're going to operate. You want to talk to me, you talk to me. But you're not going to deal with the rest of the staff like that. I am sorry. That is going way beyond what you're allowed to do. Am I mad? You're damn right I'm mad. Because we had a trust going. And I accommodated every time we met. And I will continue to do that as long as you are professional about this. And you weren't. Now here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I want you to go over there, I'm going to go with you, and you're going to apologize to them for that behavior. Not to me. Not to me. You're going to apologize to them. That's how I feel about it. And I learned this after the fact. And I am not happy.
You know, if I could just say something here.
Go ahead.
Now, those people in the meeting, they work for the city of Punta Gorda?
Not all of them, no. No, they don't.
Okay. This is a public place?
It's a public place.
There was a meeting going on there with things to do with government, correct?
Things to do with government.
Okay. Well, there's no expectation of privacy then.
Sorry, but you're wrong. There it is. Florida statute. You probably already know it. Chapter 934. Security of Communications and Surveillance. Criminal Procedure and Corrections. I don't know if you know it or not, but it's right here. Interception and disclosure of wire, oral, and electronic communications prohibited. Intentionally discloses or endeavors to disclose to any person, any other person, the contents of any wire, oral, or electronic communication. Intentionally uses or endeavors to use the contents of any wire, oral, or electronic communication. You didn't ask them.
I don't think I broke that law, sir.
Well, I'm sorry.
If I may ask a question.
I'm sorry, but you can't do that.
If I may ask a question.
Sure.
On that statute you just read that said criminal offense?
Yes.
So it's a criminal offense to record?
If you come in here and you ask me, is it okay to record, and I say yes, sure, go ahead, we're doing it now. But not when you barge in there. You don't even, when they ask you who you were, you don't even say anything. What are they supposed to think? What are they supposed to think when two guys walk in there with this machine on? What are they supposed to think?
I mean, what they think is irrelevant. They don't have
No,
any
it is not irrelevant.
expectation of privacy.
Not irrelevant. Not when we act in a professional manner in City Hall. It is not irrelevant. That is how we operate here.
They're here to do business on behalf of the public.
Yes, they are, and that's what we do.
I'm the public. I want to understand the business that they're doing.
They have their rights too.
Not when they work as government officials.
No, I'm sorry. They have their rights too. That is where we differ. That is where we're going to continue to differ. Now look at it. Let me try one more time. I accommodate you. We have an understanding.
Mm-hmm.
We have a trust. We talk civilly to one another. And I expect you to do that with the others. But you didn't. You did not. Now you can choose to accept it or not. And what I'm telling you right now is we're going to go over there and you're going to apologize to them for doing that.
Now, it's my understanding that sunshine laws require that when you guys conduct meetings, that they be open to the public. There's even a sign there on the wall that says these meetings may be recorded.
Okay.
I didn't place that sign there, sir. So if, you know...
Again, you can split all the hairs you want.
Mm-hmm. I'm
asking you to be professional with the others. What do you think they thought when you went in there like that? They don't know you guys from Adam. You were here to see me.
Mm-hmm.
You got here early.
It was a meeting. I wanted to attend it.
No. Let's be honest. That's not why you were there. You were there to see me.
I know where your office is, sir.
Yeah, I know you do.
We were here early. I saw there was a meeting taking place. I wanted to observe it.
Okay, so you feel you have done nothing wrong. You don't feel that the way you barged in there and the way you communicated to the folks there that you were like Pollyanna, perfect.
I don't believe I committed any wrong, sir. Trying to get involved in my local government.
You think you acted professionally?
I believe so.
Well,
another issue is that I was going to make a public records request.
Here's where we differ.
I did not wish to identify myself.
Well, here's where we differ. That is not how we operate in City Hall. Okay? I'm laying it on straight with you.
Mm-hmm.
That is not how we operate in City Hall. We have an open City Hall environment. We like when our customers come visit us. We're friendly to them. We try and accommodate them. That's not how you operated. I'm sorry. You can choose to accept it or not.
I don't feel what you're conveying to me suits that message of this is an open environment.
Well, I'm sorry, it is.
I'm
sorry, it is.
If it's an open environment, people should be able to tape and record here.
Not the way you handled yourself. Not the way you handled yourself. Not professional. Now, are we going to go and apologize to them or not?
I will. I wasn't even in the meeting, but I will.
Okay.
Because I did not, my intent was not to come here to intimidate, just to...
And you need to, and that's fine.
This is my first time here. I just
all right, and that is fine.
Record what was going on. And
that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Well,
I'm not sure what I'm apologizing for, sir.
See, that's a problem. That's where we have a problem.
No one apologized to me for arresting me falsely on the streets here.
That's where we have a problem. You know, I can sit here for a while and you think about it.
Harry, do you feel I did something wrong?
It doesn't matter.
It's what you feel.
As far as it's what you. I mean, I see his point. I don't agree with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but I want to maintain the man's trust because of the asset that he is for our project.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I need to apologize. I'll be more than happy to apologize. It isn't going to bother me one way or the other.
In order to maintain your trust, I will go apologize to them.
Okay. And when we meet, you're meeting with me. We're a professional manner up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to continue doing that. Okay?
So we're just amateurs.
Well,
we're not professionals.
I understand.
I know,
but I learned this after, and I was not happy.
Mm-hmm.
I was not happy. That is not how we operate. And I don't want you doing that with the other folks. I'm sorry.
Did you see the video?
No.
Okay. The video actually portrays a little different. We got it recorded.
I did not see it, but...
That's what I'm saying. Would you take a look at the video?
I will watch the video, but that's not the point.
Would you watch it before I go over there and apologize?
No, the point is, that's what they felt. That's what they felt.
Yeah, but see, I mean, that's kind of a problem that is going on in the police department. They're doing a lot of things by feeling instead of by law.
Mm-hmm. And right now, your take on law, in my opinion, is wrong. Because they don't have an expectation of privacy. A public official, while doing their public duties...
1 second, I don't know. Yes. No, that's okay. I'm oh, yeah. All right. Bye. Again, people have different perceptions of how they come across.
Perception is not law.
People have different perceptions. I'm not... Stop with the law already. People have different perceptions of how they come across. Okay? I'm letting you know.
Okay.
I'm letting you know how they felt. And I don't like that.
Let me tell you how that I felt as a citizen. Okay, I know they have no expectation of privacy because they're doing work on my behalf. So I want to be educated about it, and I feel that under the law of the state of Florida, if there's a meeting going on involving government, I have a right to attend it.
Yeah. By the way, when we go over there, you're turning this tape off. You are not taping them. They don't want to be taped, you're not taping them. They have a right not to be taped. When we go over there, you are not turning that on.
Now you're exceeding.
No, I am not. I just read you the law right here.
Well, if we're violating the law, why don't you contact the authorities like you did yesterday to report us?
Is that what you want me to do? Is that what you want me to do?
I mean, if you feel we're breaking the law,
Is that what you want me
I'm
to do?
deserving of any criminal punishment, sir. Go ahead and contact them.
That's what you want me to do.
If I've broken a law, I'm willing to pay for it.
I'm trying to handle this civilly.
If you feel you need to have us arrested, if you need to report us for committing a crime, I encourage you to report all people that commit crimes.
Is that what you want me to do?
I encourage you to inform on people that commit crimes, sir. Keeps our community safer. If you feel I'm committing a criminal act, I think it's your duty as a city manager, public official, to please report me.
Okay, so we're not going to go over there and apologize then?
We said we would go apologize,
No
but
tapes.
now they don't have an expectation of privacy.
Yes, they do.
Okay, I don't believe
Yes,
they do, sir. I would advise you to research this, sir. I'm not sure what attorney you guys have. In my opinion, he's not very confident in these matters. If he's told you there's some expectation of privacy they have while they're doing work here on behalf of the public, there's a Supreme Court a decision for I believe it's the 3rd District. It's Smith versus Cummings.
Mm-hmm.
It says that the public has every right to gather information and contact about what public officials do on public property. So in other words, if you guys come here and do work,
they have a right for people not to be taping them and then putting that tape out for the world to see without even asking.
We don't need their permission,
Yes,
sir.
you do. Yes, you do.
I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with you, sir.
Okay. So what are we going to do?
Well, I thought you were going to contact the authorities on us.
What are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
That's right. How are we going to go forward here?
Well, my own personal opinion, what I feel. All right, let's go ahead and take the conversation that we've had so far and let the public decide.
So that's it.
I mean,
We're gonna go
I don't
on.
want to get arrested. I don't have a problem apologizing.
Okay.
All right, but I do not think that I should be commanded to turn off the recording device for the simple reason I do know the law on this.
What are you
And we are supposed to be a nation of laws.
And what are you going to do?
I'm going to have to side with him. I'm not going to turn off my recording device. Now, is that lobby in there? I mean, is that open to the public? If I want to come,
Public building.
so if I want to go in there and talk to her about a public records request, I mean,
You have a public records request? I can hand it in.
I'd like to speak with the lady I spoke to about the records yesterday. She knows what I want.
Did you fill out the public records request? Did you go to the city clerk's office and fill it out?
I will not make a written public records request, sir.
You have to make a written public
That
records
is
request.
a sunshine law violation.
Go ahead and submit a public records request. Go to the city clerk's office and submit one. Happy to oblige.
A written request?
Yes, fill out the form.
I will not make a written request to view public records, sir.
You will not make a written request. Everybody else does.
I will not make one, sir. That's
Well, then I can't help you.
That's a violation of my rights.
It's not a violation. People submit public records requests by email or they fill out a form all the time.
I would encourage you to go look on Attorney General Pam Bondi's website in regards to making a public records request in the state of Florida. It's very clearly stated in there, you cannot be required to make a written public records request.
What are you asking?
I wanted to look at the documents that they had on that table inside of the meeting. I asked her very clearly at that time. You know, you stated yourself there was nothing to hide in that meeting yesterday.
No, there is not.
Well,
however, but you fill out the form, they'll go and they'll accommodate you in a reasonable manner.
Okay. As I said, sir, I will not make a written request.
You've never made a written request?
I have not, sir.
Ever?
No. It's a violation of my rights under Chapter 119 Florida statute.
All right. So then we're at a stalemate.
If you would just give me the records to look at, and...
I don't have the records.
Well, if I could speak to the woman that had them yesterday.
No, you could ask for what the records request. You want me to fill out the form for you?
I guess if you want to fill the form out for me, I won't complain. You can take down the records I want to see.
You'll sign off saying...
I will not make any kind of signature or anything like that, sir.
Okay, well then I guess we're done.
Well, any records request can be done anonymously for the simple...
How do you do it anonymously? You don't know who to send it to.
Well, that's why when you come in and you ask for a request, matter of fact, can I see that document that you just quoted me?
Right there.
Okay.
I have it right there.
Now that's as simple as it is in any and all government documentation.
It's right there.
It's that simple. And it was on the table, it was right in front. All we wanted to do was look at it right then and there. Same as you just handed me this, that's all they were asked to do.
How did you hand yourself? You barged in there, tape recording, blasting away. Nobody knows.
I have a right to go into that meeting under the law.
There is a way to do it, and there is a way to do it. You did not do it.
I complied with the law, sir.
Oh, stop with the law.
I do believe that, you know, it could have been done a little more tactfully on your behalf.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Right. And one of the things I was sharing with you yesterday when we spoke is I am a follower of Torah, and that's some of the things that I'm helping him fine-tune his, what I call a ministry, what he's doing. Yeah, you're right, he doesn't see it yet, but we're working. I'm working on it.
Okay. So here's what I should do. Think about what we talked about. Just think about it, okay? Think about it.
You will not get me to agree not to record them, or to make a written request to see public records.
Okay. Right.
I'm sorry. I don't need time to think about that, sir.
Okay.
What you're asking me to do is a
Make a
violation.
copy of that for you.
Is a violation of my First Amendment rights.
Okay. Do you want me to make a copy of that for you?
It's a violation of my rights under Chapter 119 Florida statute.
Yeah, if you would, I'd like to research that a little deeper, because I'd like to see what that title says as far as what is included in the enactment.
You want a copy of this?
I'm good, sir.
Oh, you already have it?
I'll read his when he gets it. But I just want to put you on notice, sir. You say that, you know, I've broken your trust. You please back.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Okay. So, there it is. We're done. You know how what my anticipation is. So, you want to come in and meet with me, that's fine. I don't want you bothering the rest of the folks. If you need something, you come to me. You got that? You come to me.
I just want to put you on notice, Mr. Kunik.
You put me on notice.
You're violating our rights, sir.
But from now on, come to me. You don't need to be messing with the staff. Not the way you did it.
We don't mess with people, sir.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
All we do is audit public officials.
I'm sorry, but that's not the way they feel.
To hopefully understand both sides of this, we would ask that you watch the video of the encounter.
I will.
Okay.
I will. I said I would.
And maybe we can take up the conversation again, because this is definitely a milestone of lack of understanding on both parts. Because I'm a learned man of the law. I do know the law, okay? And I don't care about the philosophy of law. That's the problem with this country today. Right? And a lot of the corruption that's going on, whether it be in-house or out-of-house, It's all based on emotion rather than following the law as it is written. Okay?
I hear you.
And that's exactly the definition
Okay,
of
I hear you.
Torah.
All I'm asking from now on, you call up, you want to meet with us, fine, you meet with me. If you have any requests from any other departments or whatever, come to me, and I'll handle that. I will deal with it.
Mr. Kunik, I know you're not happy with us right now, but believe it or not, what we do, we feel, is a public service, and it's more about education than anything else. Before we leave, I would like you to write down and research that a Supreme Court decision, Smith versus Cummings.
When was this?
When was the decision? I believe it was 2001, but I could be mistaken. The exact
versus Cummings?
Mm-hmm. The right to record and document what public officials do on public property.
Okay.
That applies to the state of Florida.
When you say Supreme Court, which Supreme Court?
I believe it was the Supreme Court for the, what is this? This is the third judicial circuit for like how the circuits are broke up.
Yeah.
And I think
the Florida Supreme Court.
Yes.
Whatever circuit that Florida's in, I want to say that it's the third. There's several different circuits all around the country. It's broke up into sectors. And our First Amendment rights to come in here as members of the media, which we consider ourselves to be, as we run a YouTube channel, and document what public officials do on public property on behalf of the public.
Okay. You have an understanding now? You schedule meetings with me if you have any issues or any questions.
I comprehend the situation, all right, and I think between all of us we can work on it and iron it out.
Okay.
Thank you, sir, for your time.
Thank you. Coming in.
Thank
All
you,
right?
sir.
You come to me. I don't want you bothering the rest of the staff.
Now, if we have interaction with the staff,
If you want to go and ask for public records request in the city clerk's office and fill out a form, you go do that. Of course you can do
okay,
that.
so it's not going to be construed
But I don't
as
want you-
bothering your staff.
No, because you're
Okay.
filling out a public records request. I don't want you barging into other people's rooms and whatever. Come to me,
Okay.
and we'll deal with it.
All right.
That's all I'm asking.
All right.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you. Oop, sorry. I'll walk on the backs, you walk on the bottoms.
Have a good day.
You too, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Got lots to do.
Before I go, I got a quick question because I was looking at the website.
Yeah.
And were you aware of the fundraiser?
Ian, get over here. What?
Were you aware of the fundraiser at Beef O'Brady's
I am now.
before the fundraiser?
I
Were you aware of it before?
We are
the
not
fact?
a part of those events. I understand something was going on, but we are not a part of it.
That's not what I asked. Were you aware
Yes,
of it
I was
before
aware
the
of
fact?
something. Ian, get over here. Come on. We're going away. I told you before, you're not taking
Hey,
it
man,
here.
don't put your hands on me, sir.
Now,
Excuse
let's
me.
go.
Don't put your hands on me now. That's
Come on.
battery.
Let's go. Can we finish the conversation?
You have no right to put
He
your
asked
hands
me a
on me.
question.
Yeah, but you came and I was looking at stuff
I
on
was
the wall.
escorting you out. No, you weren't.
I was looking at the little
No, you
flyers
weren't.
I'd like to read.
What is your question again?
I-
Yes, I was aware there was an event.
Okay.
Yes.
I would like to look at some of those flyers on the wall that are there for the public.
Thank you.
Are
you
you
for coming in.
are you going to let me look at those?
Thank you for coming in.
Why are you being so hostile?
Because of you. Because of what you... We just had our conversation, didn't we? We just had our conversation.
I just want to read.
No, you're not.
I'd
That's
like to
not
look
right.
at some of those things on the
No,
wall.
you don't.
Well, why do you have them there if the public can't read them?
What? You're doing that to be hostile right now.
Going to look at little
Doing
flyers
that-
for the city of Punta Gorda?
You're doing that to be hostile. Come on. Thank you for coming in.
Come on, Ian.
Come on.
You
Let's go.
You know, you're acting very unprofessional right now, sir.
No, I am not. I'm trying to be very professional with you. We've been professional, and I'm trying to tell you how you handled yourself yesterday. You don't agree with me.
Well,
I understand.
yeah, because you're violating our civil
I
rights.
understand you don't agree with me.
We'll
Thank
work
you.
it out, Ian.
We'll work it out.
Okay, you gave him the case law.
Are you going to run his license plate through David, ma'am? What is your name and badge number, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name and badge number? I'm not a public servant, ma'am. Is that not part of your policy, ma'am? Okay. Have a nice day, ma'am.
What do you need?
I don't need anything, man.
Okay. Possibly could given the circumstances because it was election day.
Hello.
Can that logic be applied here?
Can I help you?
Oh, I just wanted to watch the meeting.
Watch the meeting? Watch the meeting?
Is that possible? My name is irrelevant, ma'am. Am I allowed to watch the meeting? Is this public?
It wasn't a public meeting. No. It's not a public meeting.
No, this isn't a public meeting.
This is a staff meeting.
Okay.
Is there something in particular we can help you go find?
No, I just noticed there was a meeting here. I wanted to watch it.
Okay.
You guys work for the city of Punta Gorda? Okay.
Yeah. We can check with the city clerk's office.
Yeah, let's go talk to them. Is that a camera? City clerk's office is downstairs. Yeah, I don't know. Please Levin's our attorney. He was just here.
You didn't walk out of here with a briefcase, did he? On wheels?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
Excellent, thank you.
Good. You want me to find him or talk to the city clerk's office?
I mean, whatever you want to do, man. I just want to watch the meeting taking place. Is that fine?
I'm not a legal advisor.
Oh.
I don't know. I just know I'm in a meeting. We can go down and ask the city clerk.
Are you guys doing, like, government stuff in there, I'm assuming?
Well, this is the city.
Okay. Well, there shouldn't be any expectation of privacy then.
Who are you? I'm a project manager for the city. I'm not here to answer legal questions or anything like that. I'm a project manager for the city. So if you're looking to bait me in, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not trying to beat you in, ma'am. I just, it was my understanding that...
Well, should we... Here, what? Can you help this gentleman? He came in, and I'm not a legal counsel whatsoever. He came into our meeting and asked if he could sit in on a public meeting. And it's not a public meeting, it's a staff meeting.
I just wanted to sit and, monitor, ma'am.
And we're having a discussion.
Yeah,
I'm not a legal person.
That's not a public meeting.
It's not
advertised as a public meeting. They are advertised. The agendas are posted in the city clerk's office when they are public meetings. But that particular meeting is not open to the public.
Oh.
Are they doing work on behalf of the public in there?
Oh, I didn't hear you. The city clerk, if he wants to come in, he can come in. No. City clerk said, I guess. That's what Marion just said.
They said that I could come in?
I guess so.
Oh, okay.
I'm not an advisor on that. But Marion just called down.
To the city clerk's office?
Yeah. Come on in. Thanks. And you can't stop me.
Okay. Sit over here, ma'am. That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think we're actually done.
We are done.
And
I've got a 1 o'clock appointment outside of the office that I have got to
Is
go
Mitchell
to.
here?
Mitchell may or may not be back there.
Okay.
He was here a minute ago.
Was he?
Yeah,
Did
he
you
might
call
have
me-
been in David
You
Hilton's
called me
office.
about the
Have a nice day, sir.
playground thing that we started.
The playground thing?
I was waiting for
Thank
you to
you.
come
Thank
back.
you, Charles. Bye.
Ma'am.
Did you have a question?
Yeah, do you mind if I look at some of these documents?
Well, I think, can he look at them, or does he have to do a public records request? It's not that there's anything wrong with them, but...
I would check with Karen.
Okay, I'll ask her. Hold on just a second.
But
I'll be right back.
I'll listen right here. That way you don't have to follow me. I'm not comfortable with you following me.
I mean, is this a public place, ma'am?
It is, but I don't like for people to follow me. I left the documents in there. Let me call the city clerk and find out if it's all right without a public records request. It'll only take me a minute. Oh, you're already calling her?
I'm calling.
Okay.
You're calling the police, ma'am? Why are you calling the police? Do you have an expectation of privacy, ma'am?
We should have a public. Okay.
Okay.
They can
If
tag them.
you want to look at my documents, you have to do a public records request.
Yeah, let
Julie,
me
I'll
know.
print one up for you, and you can complete it if you'd like.
Okay. Thank you.
If you want to have a seat, she'll get one for you.
I'll just stand here.
I'm staying over there.
Fill this out.
Thank you, ma'am.
Give it to the city clerk.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, City Hall, and 126 Hard. Yeah, City Hall. Yeah. White male, probably about 28 years old, wearing a Tampa Bay baseball cap with a camera on the side of it, royal blue shirt. I have no idea, he's standing here staring at me. Terry Tubb, CBBS. $575, 3352. 52. Thank you. I'm back.
Ma'am, can I ask your name and position with the city?
I have no idea what your intent is, so I do not have need to talk to you.
And you said I was overbearing. Can you tell me how I was? Hey, check out this sign.
What's going on, man?
How we doing?
Doing great. What's the problem here?
I don't know, sir.
Okay. All I know is I got called here for making a disturbance, so just want to figure out before I go something like that.
Oh, I didn't make any disturbance, sir.
No, sir.
Oh, okay. No problem.
There was a public meeting going on,
Okay.
you know, and I just came there and was asked to view some public records from them, and
Okay.
next thing I know, she's calling the police.
Gotcha. Well, what kind of public records are you trying to get? Just like city stuff?
Well, there were some documents on the table, but see, I don't actually know what they were because they took them and ran with them, and they gave me a paper said I needed to file a request with the city clerk to view them. But, you know, I just wanted to view them while they were having the public meeting. I mean, there's even a sign on the door that says the meetings may be recorded.
Yeah.
So I took that to mean you could video in there. You know, I didn't put the sign there, man.
I feel you. Alright, give me 1 second. I'll just go talk to them. I'll be right back with
If
you.
you don't mind, I'm just going to come in there and film you.
Yeah, it don't matter to me. Alright, so you want to just tell me what's going on?
The city attorney, we were in a meeting and the city attorney caught me downstairs and he said he was not comfortable with the gentlemen that were walking around with cameras and asked me to call the police, which is why I called.
Third floor. Okay. Was he like causing a disturbance or anything? Like yelling, screaming on my house?
No. It was, he did not display that behavior at all.
Okay. So you're just trying to like record or whatever? And
Yeah, which is what they're doing now, yeah.
Ma'am, you don't have any expectation of privacy when you come to work for government.
No?
So why are you wasting this policeman's time coming down here for that nonsense?
Well, I mean, I get called. I gotta respond to everything. So I'm just
I know, but
figuring
she's
out what's
taking time from your day to actually do good policing.
Yeah, dude,
you
it's
know?
part of my job, you know what I mean? Alright, we can come back out here.
Shame on you, ma'am. Can I get your name and badge number, officer?
Sure. Whoops. Oh, good. There you go.
Now,
Sorry, and then I'm 562.
Unless I misunderstood her in there, I think she said the city attorney asked her to call.
Yeah, that's what supposedly.
Don't you think, as an attorney, he should probably know that these people have no expectation of privacy when they work for government?
I mean, I can't tell you that. I'm just a police officer. You know, I'm just here to make sure everything's piece is all good and.
Yeah,
Okay.
but as an attorney, you should know the law, and you are law enforcement,
Yeah, but I'm not an attorney, so I'm not gonna make judgment calls on whatever they're doing.
I'm not talking about a judgment call. I'm talking about law is law. And if he's an attorney, he should know the law. And if you're law enforcement.
Hey, I mean, if you want to bring that with him, by all means, you can bring it up with him.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
Long Gonzalez. 498.
How are we doing today, sir?
Pretty good.
All right.
Yeah, basically, like city people having a meeting here. I guess the attorney didn't feel comfortable with them, like recording stuff or something along those lines, so they just called us. They weren't making like a ruckus or anything like that. It was just, guys didn't want them here. So, here we are. So you guys just gonna be here the rest of the day, or?
No, we have a meeting.
Oh, for here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, no problem. All right. Well,
we just thought we'd kill some time waiting around for the meeting. Seeing what's going on in here. That's all.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm out here. Nice
Thank
to
you,
meet
sir.
Yeah,
Have a
no
nice
problem.
day. Enjoy, officer.
Thanks for your time, sir.
No problem at all.
Hello, Mr. Kunik.
How you doing?
Hey, I have quite the experience to talk to you about that just happened to me here.
I just want to.
I have quite the experience to tell you about what just happened to me here.
Here?
Yes.
That's fine. That's why I want. Okay.
Your staff just called the police on us.
Why? What were you doing?
Just here filming, that's all. Waiting for you.
And for the meeting.
Okay. Come on in. I'll be right in.
Sure. They're supposed to be open to the public. You can come in, you can sit, you can watch, you can monitor, you can see what's going on, you can take pictures of people. There's no expectation of privacy. If you could at least get that across so it doesn't happen to someone else, I'd greatly appreciate that, sir.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. you know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.